And we are live with session 11 of our My Little Pirates Friendship is Mandatory campaign. And we're going to go ahead and get started as always. And would someone like to give the summary in return for one free reroll in this session?
Anna, this is your time to shine.
You were just
no.
you were just talking about how confident you were in your understanding of the plot up to this point.
Oh yeah, very confident in the fact that I remember absolutely nothing.
All right. Anyone else, or should I give the plot? The
I'll
recap.
give it if no one else wants.
Sure, go for it.
So we were swimming. We killed some whales, I believe. And then we came up in this underground pocket, cave, air pocket. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And one of us, not naming names, dashed across the weird-looking seal thing, and awoke some monsters, and we killed the monsters. And I think that's as far as we got.
You did skip one fight, so if you look back behind you in the air pocket you mentioned.
Oh, that's right. We killed the guys in the pool.
Yeah, there are
Right?
some Lacedons, which I'm sure I'm mispronouncing, but water zombies. And you took care of them. And then you ran into this room. And yes, so you came in and you fought the monsters that were summoned in the circle. Do you remember anything about these crystals around the room?
Weren't they talking?
No, they were not talking.
We might be able to remember better if we could see them.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll see.
I can't.
I still see nothing.
How about now? Not even the right map. That's the wrong map.
Okay.
How about now?
I was gonna say.
How about now?
Okay. Now we can see.
Weren't they glowing?
Yep, they were glowing quite brightly when you entered the circle. That seemed to trigger it. They kind of flashed for a second and then dimmed as the creatures were coming in. And then after you defeated them and you were catching your breath, you noticed that they were slowly starting to glow brighter. And I believe we left off with, and I think it was Cinnamon Bubbles freaking out about the crystals and expecting them to explode at any second. Yeah, and then real quick, just to make sure that you do remember, where are you and why are you here?
I mean,
I have control of Cinnamon Bubbles.
wow.
I think I gave you both control because you were running him while Abe was gone.
Are you able to...
I can't control Minty.
Oh, that's fine, but can you control Cinnamon Bubbles?
Oh, I can control.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one with control.
Only you.
So I know we were looking for Horselantis.
Close. Canterlantis.
Very close. I know we were looking for Canterlantis, but I have no idea why we ended up here.
Well, we were pirates, right?
Didn't we follow the map?
Pirate king.
Yep, you're pirate lords.
Pirate lords. Well, we want to be the pirate lords, right?
Yeah, you have found out that you are the pirate lords. However, to get their full power, you need the pieces of 8, which were said to have been left in Canterlantis by the previous pirate lords.
That's right. Then we've sailed up into the north area, where we've dived down into this cave.
Okay, and where is this cave?
Something about like a floating island.
This cave is underwater.
It is underwater, but if you're you know that Canterlantis was, of course, sunken deep into the ocean. So this is, you believe, the ruins of the Temple of the 12. Not Temple of the
That is
12. What am I talking about? Temple of the 5 or something like that. Temple of the 12, I think, is Final Fantasy. I think that's where that came from. Oh, you are in the Flame of 5 Cathedral. So that's where you are currently, which should be where the pieces of 8 were left by your predecessors. And you're here to get them and fully become the pirate lords. But do you remember why you are doing that in the first place?
Because
There was a whirlpool thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was going to drain the whole ocean.
That's correct. There's a catastrophe that repeats every 200 and some odd years. That a giant whirlpool appears in the ocean and attempts to drain them away entirely. And so you need the power of the pirate lords in order to stop that catastrophe from happening. Alrighty, well, we got there. I think that about sums it up. So Cinnamon Bubbles, go ahead and there's nowhere to mark it because it's not an actual game mechanic in Pathfinder First Edition. But just remember that you have a free reroll.
I have noted it in my brain.
Alrighty. So yeah, you guys are standing around this summoning circle. You've destroyed several undead monsters that seem to have appeared out of thin air, and as they died, you saw that they slowly faded away into ash, which then disappeared into nothing, as if they had never been there in the first place. And you can see the crystals around the circle slowly starting to gain in brightness.
Guys, we need to destroy these before more things spawn. That's what I'm gonna say.
I mean, should we destroy them or just keep going?
I mean, like, I think the door's... Is the door locked?
So there is
No.
not a door, but what you do see is a culvert covered in thick metal bars. Past it, you can see more water.
I have no light. I can't see.
Oh.
Can I read the floor?
That's because
Like,
you
is there
were
anything
just in water, and it put out your torches. The only one who has magical light attached to them is. Would you like to light a torch now?
Uh-huh.
All right, I will give you light then.
Could I...
Feet. 30 feet. All right, Anna, you should now have light attached to you. With Cinnamon Bubbles also lighting a torch?
Yes.
Right. Same thing. 15 feet. And low light up to 30 feet. Okay, it's not up.
Yeah.
It says it's set on you. I don't know why it's not doing anything. If I do legacy lighting.
Oh, there we go.
Yep, looks like that. Chips does not have light. I don't know why the updated light isn't working.
Because of bugs.
Oh, maybe the page is set to legacy. And lighting on Steve. Alright, now you have light, Minty Chips.
Alright, guys. So, are these, like, well-maintained iron bars, or they're kind of, like, rusty?
They're getting pretty rusty at this point.
Alright, I'm gonna try and... Oh, I don't have that much. I'm gonna try and kick it open.
And I'm gonna go with legacy lighting, because I turned on the new lighting and it tanked performance. So We're gonna go
Oh,
with
that's-
legacy lighting. If you need your light put back on, let me know. You're gonna try to kick it?
I'm gonna try and kick.
Alrighty, that would be an attack roll. Unarmored
attack
or
roll?
unarmed. So that should be like your unarmed attack.
I've got dagger. My dagger's my only unarmed attack. My only. Well, let's see, melee. Yeah, attacks. Oh. For my attacks, I have for melee. I've got dagger. Oh, did you just log on to Hero Lab?
No.
Oh, nothing. Just
Because I'm just gonna use the Google Sheet character.
where
sheet.
would my unarmored
Lemon
attack?
bubbles, combat. It's not listing it. Okay.
I just
Did you set it to
like,
not show? Because there's one of the options you can do in your full character where you can say don't show on attack. Weapons. Unarmed strike is plus
There we
3,
go.
1d3 plus 2 bashing non-lethal.
Okay, so how would I do I just roll a d20 and then add a 3?
Yep.
Okay. It's /R space D20.
And so it would be /R space 1d20 plus 3. Whatever your bonus was. 3.
20. I think it's plus 20. Oh, I got a 30. Was that enough to
Alright.
to kick?
Yeah, you hit, so roll your damage.
Okay. And
Roll
my damage.
damage. 1d3 plus 2.
1d3 plus 2. Oh, nice.
Alright, you do 2 hit points of damage to yourself.
What?
You just kicked
That's-
you just kicked metal bars.
But like, I's a strong pony.
You is
Minty
a
Chips has learned
strongish
the hard
pony.
way that just kicking things doesn't tend to end well.
Fine.
I mean, it depends
Minty
on what
Chips
you're
learned that
kicking.
in like the first. Minty Chips learned that in like the first dungeon.
They were some rusty bars, man. That's all I'm saying. They looked hecka weak.
Yeah, they definitely were a bit encrusted in, sea salt and whatnot, but they were not. They did not give way to your kick. But however,
You said
your
I did 2
ankles
points of
did.
damage, right?
Yeah,
to
2 hit
myself?
point, 2 points of damage to yourself. Meanwhile, the crystals are now brighter than they were before.
All right, guys. We've tried everything to get out of here. I say we destroy the crystal.
All right, I'm good with that. I'd still like a torch, please.
No, live in darkness.
It's only what you deserve.
Meanwhile, I would like to know if I can make any sense out of the writing on the floor.
Alright, so yeah, that would be an Arcana roll.
I don't have my printed character sheet or Hero Lab access on this computer. Can someone look it up for me?
Your character, there's a Google Drive link that goes to your character sheet.
Which
Where is it?
So
if
you go over to your journal, and then you click on your character. Right at the very top, there's a Google Drive link that's for your character sheet.
I found
Oh,
it.
that's-
Yay!
And you guys haven't leveled up, so it should mostly be correct, except for like inventory and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But let's see, skills. And knowledge arcana is a plus 14.
Oh, geez.
You know, just a little tiny bonus. Alright, so you're looking at it, and it is indeed a summoning circle. It seems to be siphoning power out of these crystals that are around it. You actually recognize isn't quite the word. These are very similar to crystals you've seen before. There were crystals back on the island. Name I've forgotten. But the island where you got washed ashore initially, and what was the the haven of the pirate lords, the island of renewal. That's what it's called. And you remember that those crystals were used to power Snazzy Cogsworth.
I'm definitely saying we destroy these, y'all.
But yeah, so the writing, it seems to be in a dark language of the undead.
I'm going to take a minute and share my findings now that my brother has finished kicking the grate.
Cinnamon Bubble's just hobbling, just like, ow, ow, ow. This little tweaked ankle.
Don't worry about it, guys.
Oh.
So, do you think that if we smash these crystals, everything will be like we won't have to worry about this anymore?
It's probably a good guess, but I don't know. The crystals seem like they could be useful, but I'm sure we could get more later. I don't know. I don't make these decisions well.
I'm gonna take that as tacit approval and pull out my pepper boxes and
Alright,
start
but
blasting
Cinnamon Star
away.
also does warn you that she would know that these crystals can be quite volatile. So.
Yes. It might explode, by the way. So this is a small space. Might want to think about that one.
Can
Can
we
we get through
we-
the grate?
can we move
Anybody
some
have a
of them
bomb?
over to the
Oh no, wait!
grate
I'm the
and
alchemist.
then
I
blow
want
it
the
up?
bombs.
Yes, you are the one with bombs. Yeah, are you going to try to move the crystals?
Yes, we should try to move the crystals.
Alrighty. So you find that they actually are kind of just placed there. They don't seem to have like grown from there, despite all appearances. So you, working together, are actually able to scoot them around. Where are you trying to move them?
Right here.
Alright. Cinnamon Bubbles will need to get out of the way.
No.
You're now buried by crystals.
I'm gonna die.
Alright. You have now thoroughly blocked off the exit, but the crystals, while they are continuing to glow brightly, slightly brighter slowly, the summoning circle itself appears to now be stable and is not changing. So, seems to have worked.
Alright. Let's blow up.
Well, here's the question. Do we need to blow up all of them?
Well, we just moved them all over there, so like if
Well, I mean, I didn't think we were gonna move all of them over there. I was just thinking we moved like one of them over there, because then
And little baby one.
yeah, and then like Cinnamon said, then we might be able to use them later. We just need to move them away from the circle.
So should we push them back into the pool where the dead zombie things are?
I mean, I'm thinking at least a few of them if they fit.
oh,
Should we take some measurements and make sure they'll fit through the door before we try to shoving them over there?
If you lay them down sideways, they appear like they would fit through.
Okay. But here's a question. Are they charged up enough that they're going to activate the circle again if we move them over the circle?
It's a good question.
We should move them one at a time so that they don't have all the energy from all three crystals.
Works with me. You're the expert here.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually move these crystals onto the map layer. Not map layer, token layer. And then I'm going to make it so that you are able to move them. All right, you guys should now be able to move the crystals. So, what are you doing with them?
Alright, so here's my thought. I figured we move them along like this so that we go in the circle with them as little as possible and get them over here. What do people think?
I think that's a great idea. Although I'm still kind of for just blowing them all up right now.
That
What if we
sounds like
need
a
'em
good
later?
way to blow up the whole cave.
Yeah, if you remember back to the Isle of Renewal, you actually tried something similar, blowing up a grating that was in your way, and it caused you to get a cave-in dropped on your heads.
Does
I
anyone
say
have
we
a
lose
password?
like 2 people max. That sounds. I can live with that.
Ooh, I've got jelly beans.
Oh, we can control the.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
Alright, so I vote we leave like the little one, or like part of the little one here, so we can kind of do like a controlled blast.
Can I use my like engineering skills to see how much the tools we would need to blow the gate open?
Yeah. And it seems like even if you were to just take your time, you would be able to get through them with a pry bar.
I feel like we
Oh,
should
why
go
don't we
with
do that?
Tribar.
Let's do that.
I vote we just move these like out of the way, but like not into the circle.
Right, they are now close enough. As you moved the green one and the blue one to their current positions, you can see the circle reacting again.
Move it
And the
away,
red
move it away,
one
move it away.
is almost close enough, and that is not physically possible where
You're-
you have it now.
Hey. We could put it, we'll just move it like, yeah, like on either side of the grate.
That is also not physically possible where you had it there for a second.
What about there?
That would work. It does make it rather a dicey position, whoever's working on the grading. And the blue one is still too close to the circle. And the blue one can't be inside of the red one. Or inside of the green one.
It's not inside, it's just next to.
I mean, now it's inside the wall.
Can I just like shove it really quickly over here?
You can try, but you'll need to roll me like an acrobatics or something to avoid doing it too roughly.
Okay, I'll roll an act. Everybody move out of the way! Um. No.
Sugar Song, meanwhile, is going to hide on top of this skull rock.
Plus. I got a 21.
All right, you managed to do it quickly and without doing enough like damage to the crystal to cause it to explode. So you are fine.
Yay!
Already.
And then can we move this like green one? Well,
Nah, I think we've got enough space here to pry it open. I'm gonna go for it. Round 2.
well, what's the what tool? What skill
Oh yeah,
do
that's
we
right.
use?
We need like a crowbar or something. Does anybody have like a iron bar?
You know, if someone has a silk scarf or something, you can always do that old trick.
Does anybody have like?
I have a necklace of hairy legs.
Yeah, no,
That
that's
sounds like-
literally just a necklace of spider legs.
Uh, I have a rope.
No, sounds like that would.
That
It's like
might
a
work.
10-pound rope.
You could try the rope.
It's like a 10-pound rope. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna break.
What if I used potion of reduce person and made people tiny and we just walked through the grate?
But then
I'd
how
give
are we
you
gonna
that.
take these things? How are we gonna take the?
And we can come back for them if we need to. I think that sounds like the best idea we've got so far.
Do we have like a non-reduced? To make us big again?
I think it has a duration, and since you would be splitting the potion, it would just be
Oh, okay.
like a shortened duration divided up across all of you. Rebecca would have to check.
I was currently looking it up.
Monsters, no problem. Giant sea creatures, no problem. Single grate stops adventurers for 5 hours.
So it halves our height, length, and width, and our weight by 8. Oh, divides the weight by 8.
Hmm.
Duration is 1 minute per level.
All right. So yeah, it would be pretty short because I would assume not a super high level potion, and then once you split it across everybody, you probably have like 30 seconds.
Sip and run, folks. Sip and run.
Now, theoretically, you will need to eventually get back through the grate.
Good news is
That's a
I have
problem.
2 potions. So if we divide one the first time and one the second time, we're okay.
There you go.
Yeah, and maybe we can keep an eye out as we go along for something else to get through the grate.
All right. Is that the plan?
Yep,
That's my plan. Who wants to go first?
I'll
I'll
go.
go first. I am the captain after all.
Minty,
Okay,
just,
so-
Minty Chips just talks over everyone.
I guess I give her a quick drink and then push her through the grate.
All right, sploosh.
Whee!
And then I would assume you immediately equip your cloak of the manta ray because you're now underwater.
Yes.
All right. Well, the water is cold, but otherwise it seems fine.
It's fine, guys. Come on through.
Can we just assume everyone else does the same thing and I'm last because I'm holding the potion?
That's good. All right. Those of you with torches, they are now extinguished.
Oh no.
Hey, we forgot
We
somebody.
need candy.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Carol, that's who I was looking for because she is currently our light source.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carmocus's is currently your only light source. All right, so as you come up to the edge of this hallway, you can see that it branches off to the left and the right. One thing that you do immediately notice, however, is that there is a swift current going in this direction.
There's also a floating lopsided arrow.
That is the direction.
I know. Being a butt.
Alright. And it is a rapid current of water.
There's not much chance that we can go the other way.
It would be very difficult to swim in that direction. You could try, but you would need to make a series of difficult swim checks to do so.
I'm gonna try it.
Well, we'll meet you at the other end when you get washed downstream.
Alrighty.
Alright, so Cinnamon Bubbles, you're trying to swim against current?
I am trying against. So I
Alright.
need to roll swim.
Yep.
Let's don't get a 1.
Make
Oh,
sure.
I got an 18.
Do you have your Cloak of Manta Ray equipped? Because I think that affects your swim.
Oh. I don't have my Cloak of Manta Ray.
Yes,
What would that
definitely
be under?
make sure that you do.
What would that be under? Would that be under conditions?
No, that would be under equipment.
Oh. Armor. Would it be under armor? Magical items?
Yeah, it should be under your magical items.
I've got a gunman's duster. Seeker's sight. And I think that's about it.
Let's see. Cinnamon
gear.
Bubbles. Magic items. Did you never give yourself
I
under
think
gear,
I
is it? Okay, you must have forgotten to add it to your character.
So magical item, worn magical items?
Yeah.
What's it called? Manta Ray?
Yeah, Cloak of the Manta Ray. And yeah, you can add it for free because you already purchased it. And it gives you, let's see, a +3 natural armor bonus, the ability to breathe underwater, and a swim speed of 60 feet. It does not give you any swim bonuses, and because this is rough water, your swim speed still requires you to use a swim check.
Cool.
All right,
So,
so
yeah,
you.
like I said, on my swim check, I got 18.
All right, so you attempt to swim to the right in this direction, but swimming as hard as you can, you still get swept the other way.
Oh, 18's not enough?
15 feet. So you are here in the dark. So you see Cinnamon Bubbles try to swim, immediately gets caught in the current, starts being rushed the other direction, and you can just hear his bubbly underwater yells of, "Ah, this is not working!"
Well, I guess we might as well follow him so he doesn't get in any trouble. Although, here's my question. How are we going to get back
Good
to
question.
the grid?
All right, so
Can we tell
as you are deliberating, Cinnamon Bubbles gets washed further in the dark, can't see anything. And give me one more swim check, please.
Alrighty. I'm just adding the Cloak of the Manta Ray real quick. Because I finally found
Sweet.
Alright. Music. Swim check. Where's my plus? Alright, don't fail me now. 27. I rolled a nat 20.
All right.
That's
so
gotta do something.
It does. You're going to take half damage.
Oh, dang.
So you take 4 hit points of damage. You feel yourself being tossed around and slammed into walls and then at some point, you feel yourself slammed into a wall, but it's covered in sharp spikes.
Ow.
And you're stabbed in multiple places. You're then carried further along, and you see the light ahead of you and are just barely able to catch the hand of your sister, or hoof of your sister, who pulls you to safety.
Saved your life.
I think this is a giant circle.
It's a giant toilet bowl.
Yes, you found out the secret. You've actually found the giant toilet.
All right, well, clearly that's not going to work super well. I have rope.
And as you were pushed along the wall, you did at one point feel a gap.
Oh.
But in the
Guys.
complete darkness, you really have no good idea of what was out there other than a gap, spikes, and a lot of hard stone walls that you got slammed into.
Do I know, like, quite where along the path I felt a gap? Like, over here?
It felt kind of like halfway around the circle.
Okay.
So it sounds to me like we should control how fast we're going. So Minty Chip's rope idea sounds good. And we should definitely make sure that we take Caramel Kisses as our source of light.
Seems solid.
Yeah.
So I vote that Sugar Song and I stay here and manage the ropes. And the three of y'all can go, and we can tie the start of the rope off to the grate so that we know it won't just, let go.
I don't know, y'all. That grate's not I guess.
I
You
think
give
we
way
can
when
put
you
in the
take
grate.
it.
Sounds good to me. I'm gonna go tie my rope up. Tie.
And I add my rope to the end of your rope.
All
Do
right.
I have a rope?
Everyone should have a rope. Even if it doesn't say you have a rope, you have a rope.
I will add my rope.
Can we just tie all the ropes together and then just kind of throw them out in the water and just see if it comes back toward our side to see if it makes up a loop?
All right, I think so. What do you guys have? What's one length of rope when you add it in your inventory, Abe?
One
25
length of
feet?
rope is 50 feet.
50 feet. All right, let me
How
do
much does it weigh?
some
10
quick
pounds.
measurements. All right, and we're tying how many ropes together?
5.
All of them.
All right. So yes, you actually do. Just as you kind of let out the last of the rope, you do see it dangling back around the other side. You seem to have circumnavigated the entirety of the circle.
Circumnavigated the globe.
Indeed.
Perfect.
The globe of the toilet. Alrighty. Who wants to go first?
Well, I will go first with the light.
Doesn't even have a name. I'll just take the light.
I'm gonna go in front. Though.
Yes, Caramel Kisses, you've now become the light.
That's what they call me in heaven too.
There we go. Alrighty, so so you guys proceed along toward the left, and so far everything seems to be holding. Let's go ahead and get a real quick round of strength checks from everybody.
Dang it. I don't think I have.
Surprisingly, I think you have better strength than I do.
I have a strength of +2.
Yeah, that's me too.
I got a 12.
Alright, a lot of 10s so far. Oh, and a 4. Alright. Minty Chips, you feel yourself starting to slip. But as a group, I'll say that you guys are able to kind of help each other. Maybe you've tied yourself in kind of like a loop on the rope that you can slide along, something to help. So you're okay for now, but only for now.
Dun dun.
Alright, so yeah, you guys can proceed to the left.
How far can we go?
Your rope goes all the way, so
I know, but like,
She
how,
knows Sorry, go ahead.
I was just asking like how many times we need to do like a strength check or something like that.
I'll let you know when I want another strength check.
Okay, so I'll just keep going one at a time.
Good. Alright, so you've proceeded. You can kind of see a corner now. The current turns downward.
Well, that looks interesting.
So you now see in front of you a torrent of water that is coming in from the roof. This seems to be the source of the loop.
Hmm.
This is what's
All right.
pushing the water so quickly.
Things about to get crazy, guys.
Alright, so as you guys hit the torrent of water, now is the next set of strength checks.
Don't fail me now.
Oh, roll a d10. Yikes. That's not right. Well,
I is not doing good.
neither is Sugar Song.
I can't find my. Oh, there it is. Dude, have I been rolling stealth? Hold on. I might be blind. No, nope, JK. Don't.
Caramel
pay
Kisses is
attention.
huge.
11.
Channeling that gym class rope training right now.
Yeah. All right. So as you're going along, you hit that current, and everyone starts. Several people start to lose their grips. However, Caramel Kisses and Cinnamon Star, the two of you, seeing the other people starting to give way, you kind of push up toward the lead and lend aid, and are able to get everyone stabilized. You guys are now
Girl power!
Right. You can probably start to see that gap that Cinnamon Bubbles noticed.
Sorry. I think I just ran.
And then Caramel Kisses, you can. I'm just going to move you up so you can see it. Those are the spikes that he found.
Guys,
Yeah, so you're about here.
spikes.
And you can now see the gap into another room.
Already.
However,
Can we, like,
the difficulty
get
is
there?
now figuring out how to get from your rope, which is pushed up against this wall here, over there without
I say
being washed away.
we use
Can-
controlled explosion.
No!
Yes, explosions are the answer to everything.
They
Can
just might be.
some of the people with the better swim grab the rope and push into the channel so that the rope would then move into the channel instead of like letting go of the rope?
Yeah, let's give it a
I
try.
have-
Who's
have
who's
a-
gonna give me some swim checks?
Can we like all try to swim that direction? I feel
Sure.
like wouldn't that help?
Sure, everyone give me a swim check.
I got an 18. I don't know what is with me getting 18 checks, but seems like that's what. Oh, nice.
Swim be my specialty.
All right. Yeah, another set of good rolls, and you guys are in fact able to pull off that plan, and you're able to find some old torch holders by the edges of this entryway and kind of loop the rope around them, so you now have something secure that crosses that gap.
Nice.
And then I'm assuming that we pull the rope that's left over back toward us.
That
Yes.
is up to you. So yes, you do that. So you're able to spool the rope up and kind of secure it in the hallway as well.
As a quick question, does there appear to be a current here?
No, the water seems
Okay.
to be still where you are. There's a bit of turbulence in the gap that you're currently in, of course, with the water rushing across behind you, but otherwise it doesn't seem to be too bad.
Look, brother, your favorite, the crystal ponies.
Oh boy!
Definitely not your impending doom.
I am going to. Can I tell like what this pink purple thing is? It's purple.
Yeah,
I don't
so
know what
as you enter the room, you see something quite interesting in front of you. There is a large open space. It's a bit dim, and Caramel Kiss's light hasn't gone in too far, but what you can see is that somewhere coming out of the light, there seems to be a stream of bright, well, not bright, but there's a, like a, I mean, it's a laser. There is a laser. A colored purple laser coming in out of the darkness, and it seems to bounce off of the shield of this statue here, and then, or no, it's going the other direction. The laser is coming from the crystal pony's horn, hitting the shield of this statue, and then shooting off into the darkness in this direction.
First of all, I recommend no one gets into the laser.
I'm
Yes.
gonna
Lick
ride
it,
the laser.
lick it, lick it.
Are there more torch holders on the wall, or are they like?
Yeah, there are a few sconces about.
All right.
It won't help because we can't light torches underwater. We don't have underwater torches.
Oh, sad day.
Here, I'll tell you what. I'll add some light in here. It does kind of make sense. Let's give this pony some light. And this unknown object that you can't see yet, some light. And this other object. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Laser.
It's a puzzle. Wait, which pony was supposed to have light?
Caramel Kisses is the only one with light because she has magic.
Yeah,
Unless
but you
one
said
of
I'm
you
gonna give
has
this pony some light. I'm
underwater.
assuming you're talking about the crystal
have light.
pony.
The crystal pony.
Oh, I don't think it has light.
It does.
Are you?
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
I've got flint and steel.
Let me see.
You're underwater.
I'll look from one of y'all's perspectives. Oh, it does not have light. Not visible. You gotta love when the settings on these just, work as intended.
Just as a quick question.
All
what's
players see
elsewhere
light. There we go. Why would
in,
light not be visible to players?
you
that old favorite of everyone, invisible light that nobody can, use to see?
It's bees.
There
Light
we
of
go.
bees.
How about now?
Yeah.
I
Now
almost
it's
like
got light.
walked into the light.
I want to try grabbing a hold of this. Hang on, I broke it. I want
Oh, we
this.
can move the crystal. The crystal. And these. Oh, that's cool.
Ah!
I think we're gonna have to get.
Alright, so as Caramel
You're
Kisses
gonna
has pushed
shoot us.
forward,
I'm
as
gonna die.
as Caramel Kisses has pushed forward, you can now see a doorway. The doorway has 3 colored gems set into the face of it, 1 red and 2 green. And you can see that the beam from the red crystal is hitting the red crystal in the doorway and seems to be lighting it up. However, the door is not budging. I wonder why.
Maybe because we need to get 2 of the green things.
I say
Maybe.
we put the I don't know what the purple, but
I think we're gonna need to get the purple laser and the red laser to go through the green crystal to turn it green, and then shoot it into these different holes.
All right, Cinnamon Star, who is lagging behind the group, suddenly feels the creeping sensation of a slimy tentacle reach over her ear.
I was trying to move the skull!
And everyone can now roll for initiative as you hear Cinnamon Star's screams echoing through the large room.
quick question. What's initiative?
Like as a concept, or how do you roll it?
as a not as a concept. I'm sorry. How you roll it? I was about to say as a concept. How do you roll it?
Initiative is going to be 1d20 plus your initiative
dang it.
bonus.
Quick question. Where would my initiative bonus be?
Your initiative bonus here? Yes, it is. Cinnamon Bubbles is a +6 on initiative.
Oh, cool.
And then the answer would be it's listed on your character sheet.
Well, I got.
I was very surprised. I did not
Did
roll well.
did they change the name of it?
No, it should just be called initiative. If you're looking at the big game view with everyone listed, it's actually on your summary. So if you look, there's like initiative, combat maneuver bonus, combat maneuver defense.
I was looking on Hero. Excuse me, Hero Lab.
Well, actually, I don't think we have to roll initiative. I think I can just have Hero Lab do it for me.
Oh.
Right? Yeah. All right. Problem solved.
I mean, that's
And
good
there's-
because I'll probably get a better roll than I did.
And
get?
since there's
10?
no different types of initiative, it's just the initiative you roll. So Sugar Song is first. You know, the person that you definitely wanted to be first. She's so useful.
Of course.
All right, so Sugar Song is actually what is this? This is dark light. Let me see. Yeah, it is in dim light. So Sugar Song can't really see very well. Mini Chips is also in the way. 55 feet. I think Seabreeze can hit that far. The range, yeah, 120 feet. So she's gonna take a shot, but definitely a good chance that she will not be hitting anything. Oh,
Well, hopefully.
roll. She gets a 21, which is enough to hit, believe it or not. So, Minty, or not Minty Chips, Sugar Song, hearing Cinnamon Star's screams, turns around rapidly and just barely able to make out this creepy tentacled shape in the water.
It's Cthulhu!
It's baby
It's
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
And it is slowly wrapping its tentacles around Cinnamon Star's head. It's like a brain sucker.
He's just trying to say hi.
And yeah, she hits it for some damage. 10 points to be specific. And that is, oh, I guess she can go one more time for anything. Oh, she shouts out, "Don't worry, Cinnamon Star! We'll save you from Cthulhu-chan!" And she's gonna try again. And misses.
Just as long as I don't get shot.
She didn't crit fail, so at least that. Alright, so that is it For her turn, Cinnamon Bubbles, you are up.
Alrighty.
Your guns
see.
have been enchanted with bubbles of air around them, so you are able to use them underwater. That was something that was asked before, so don't need to worry about it. I think their range increment is 30 feet, though, so you will need to move if you don't want to be shooting with disadvantage. Or,
I think I shall.
negatives to your hit.
Let's see, I have a range of 30 feet.
You have a swim speed of 60 feet in the Cloak of the Manta Ray, actually.
Oh, cool.
If I'm not misremembering that.
I'm going to move to about, like, here. Well, and then I'm going to take my pistols. And I still have 2 actions left, right?
No. So in Pathfinder 1.0, it's a little different. You have a move action, an attack action, a reaction, and any number of free actions. So for not moving, by moving, you only have your attack action left. If you want to do multiple attacks, then you need to use a full round action, which would allow you to do 3 attacks. But you can dual wield, so you can shoot it once each with each pistol.
That's what I'm going to do. So let us see. Alright, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice. Crit.
Plus my 7. And 6 damage.
Crit. Oh, yikes. Crit on your pepper boxes is ×4.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so you crit hit with one of them. What was the damage?
6. So
Alright,
24.
so, yep, that is 24 points of damage. And do you want to take a shot with your other pistol?
After the first shot, does it look like it's doing okay, or like? You know, why not? We'll do another one.
What do I have it set for? Can you guys see the damage going down? Is it set to like the 3 chunks or something?
Yeah.
Alright, that is as much as you know then. So whatever that rounded it to, you are aware of that level of damage to it.
Alrighty. I got a 17 plus a damage.
You got a what?
17, and then.
Alright, that is a miss.
Dang.
Alright, and that is it for your turn. Caramel Kisses, you are up.
Dude, these like bosses are a lot of things.
Okay.
Oh, and actually,
Stats are
I
so
forgot, you're
tired 'cause-
underwater, so your range increment is halved. So you actually need to be 15 feet away. If you want to move yourself
need to
up.
be
You had plenty of movement to be closer.
Oh. Should I just like retcon it?
Yeah,
So
like I
like-
said, just move yourself up. You would have moved closer because you need to.
Okay.
You're now in the dark, by the way, in case you don't
Oh.
want to be.
He's about to not be.
Okay. He's about to not be.
Caramel Kisses to the rescue.
Okay. We're moving there.
Open the window so you can look.
Alright, as you come closer with the light, it screeches and kind of hisses tentacly at you. Doesn't seem to like the light.
And then for my attack phase,
I'm sorry. I scared her.
I'm just gonna cast a magic missile,
Sweet.
which is I just get like, how does that work? I forget. It automatically hits.
Correct. So you just roll damage because it automatically hits as long as there is a path that they can take to hit the enemy.
And what is the magic missiles?
You have to check.
1d4 plus 1.
And then check how many magic missiles you have at your level.
For every 2 caster levels beyond first, you get an additional missile.
Level you are? I think you're level 6, but you might need to check.
I think 5.
Are you sure it's not level 19? No, there are
At
these
the top
little
it
numbers
says
in
Unicorn
the
Illusionist
portraits.
5.
Alright, then yes, you are level 5.
So
That's
that's
close.
3 missiles.
I think it's good.
That's
Oh.
3d4 plus 3. So that's 10 damage.
Nice. The numbers on the board. Definitely does not look super enthused about all the damage coming its way.
Still not dead?
Nope.
Gosh.
Alrighty, Minty Chips, you are up.
Alright. I'm gonna use my short bow. It's got a range of 60 feet. So can I?
It is halved, so it's 30 now.
Yeah. Okay, so I need to move a bit. I need to move like 15 feet. So I need to move like here. Alright, so I'm going to move there. And then I'm going to be within 30 feet. And so yeah, I'm just gonna use my bow.
Alrighty.
And when it says like the crit thing and then it's got the weird symbol and then it says 3, what does that mean?
Let's look. That. Oh. Critical is ×3, so if you do a crit hit, you get triple damage.
Okay. Okay, cool. Not that I'm expecting it. I was just trying to make sure I understood what that stat meant. Was 8. Dang it.
Oh, that's a miss.
Alright. And that's all I can do, right?
Yes. Alrighty, so it is now the creature's turn. It is going to try to bite you. It was a 23 hit.
Oh.
Yes, it does. Okay, so it is going to do some damage.
Kinda don't want to kill it. It's kind of cute. Ooh.
It does not do any damage. As
It
it
actually heals you.
if only it worked that way. Yes, it doesn't do any damage. However, it does attach itself to your head. Its suckers wrapping around you and attempting to push themselves into your mouth and nose and ears. Not
Ew,
great.
that's kind of nasty.
Say something, but I'm too busy keeping my mouth shut.
Yeah, you've stopped screaming only because you're trying to keep it from pushing any further in. All right. But you can feel its sharp beak starting to push against you as well, and that seems much more damage than its tentacles wrapped around you.
You better hurry up and do something!
Isn't it?
Where's your turn later?
So as you're saying that, you
I
suddenly,
didn't actually say anything.
as you're thinking that, you suddenly feel lightheaded, and you are very confused as you can no longer you no longer feel quite yourself. And looking around you see that you're not standing where you were a minute ago. You're now. Where did that?
Look at that fish.
There we go. You're now over here.
Oh.
And everyone around you suddenly sees Cinnamon Star start to awkwardly flop her body and open and close her mouth, much like a fish would.
Good job, guys.
All right, that is it for his turn. Cinnamon Star, you are up and also now a fish. Let me make it so you can control this fish.
Bite him in the touche. Bite him in the touche.
I don't think I have teeth.
All right, you are now the fish. You can control it.
Can I struggle violently?
You sure? So you're just flopping around?
I
In
mean,
the
I
water?
don't think the fish can do anything else.
So you guys do hear a fish very confusedly shouting in the corner, just being like, "What the heck?" and swimming awkwardly in circles, clearly unsure of how to use its body. And it sounds a lot like Cinnamon Star. In fact, when you look at it, it has like a little tuft of purple hair and glasses on, just like Cinnamon Star. Is that it for your turn?
Don't kill the fish.
I don't like. What does the fish do? Just swim in circles.
You can swim, and you can try to attack something if you want.
They're going to. I don't know.
Throw yourself violently at his head. Like do the
There
thing
we
where you,
go.
like the
And
fish like
aiming for the
swim.
eyeball.
All right, so you swim over, and you're gonna try to swim headfirst right into his eyeball. So go ahead and just roll a d20 for me.
Bash
And
his brain.
don't
Oh,
suck his
nice.
eyeball out with his own tentacles, or Anna and I will be further traumatized.
Ah.
Just saying.
Dude, and then I got to the point where we killed that elephant.
Right?
Goodness.
Anyway, all right. So you do go in there and just like try to bite his eyeball as hard as you can, and you do 4 hit points of damage to his
Hey,
eyeball.
go fishy.
Yes.
Oh, I healed him instead of damaging him. You bite his eyeball out, and it heals him for 4 points of damage.
Gosh darn it.
All right, there we go. I did it the right direction this time.
Fish are fiends, not friends.
All right, so that is Cinnamon Star's turn. Sugar Song is up again. So Sugar Song is just like, "Aw, the fish is kind of cute as Cinnamon Star. We should leave her that way." And
Thanks,
then,
Wayne.
yeah, Cinnamon Star is gonna take a couple more shots with her. Two. It's 8. Oh, go back here. There we go. Damage. This one. All right, cool. Snow. 8. Right, an 18. That is a hit. 10, 1 damage. For 7 damage. He's going to try to shoot a second time. That'll hit. For 8 damage. So a total of... My mental wrong. I healed it again! You know, all of your attacks are just getting reversed somehow. It's crazy. Like you'll never kill this thing because you're just healing it when you try to hit it. Alright, that is Sugar Song's turn. Oh, Cinnamon Bubbles, you are up again.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot it again.
Alright, in this case, because it is attached, if you miss, you will hit Cinnamon Star. Even if you don't crit fail.
She'll be fine.
I'm just a fish now anyway. Whatever.
Yeah. She's got an extra body. Oh, I got a dude, I swear to goodness, I'm not making this. I got another 20.
Nice. Alright, roll that damage.
I got a 10 on damage.
40 frickin' points of damage.
Get off my sister!
Exactly. You just come up and you put one of your guns to its head and unload, and this thing just disappears into a black ooze, just burst off into the water. Otherwise, it has been obliterated. It had 9 hit points left, so yeah.
Like a
40
little
will
bit
do it.
overkill there.
There we go.
Alright, and then as that happens... As that happens and it detaches, Cinnamon Star, you are back in your normal body. And a very confused fish is just swimming
away.
around.
It's like, my mouth
You
tastes
want
like
a
eyeball
pet
for some
fish?
reason.
It swims into the laser and kills itself.
I've seen too much.
Poor fishy. Fishy, why are you sleeping?
Exactly. Alrighty. And you're lucky. After that thing attached, every turn it just does automatic damage
Ooh.
from biting you.
Oh, dang.
So yeah, if it had had another turn, it would have started definitely putting some hurt on Cinnamon Star's body.
Well, there we go. That's why you just gotta take care of it like that. Really nothing.
Uh-huh.
So now we have to solve this light puzzle.
That's a good assumption.
Already.
I wanna move this green one in front of the red laser at the bottom here and see what happens to the laser when we do that.
Alright, you guys have control of all of the statues and crystals, so move them as you see fit, and let me know when you want me to update the lasers.
Okay, please update the laser.
I'll see.
Explodes and
Boop.
Nothing changed, is that correct?
Can you not see the green line?
I
Yeah,
cannot.
it's still red.
Am I on the wrong layer? Let's check what
I don't
layer
know.
I'm on. Where am I on? Took layer. This. Because it's regular. Oh, how about now?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Alright. So what we need to do, y'all, is we need to have green laser behind the red laser reflecting into 2 of these little shields that are like here and here so it can hit the green line theirs and theirs.
Like this?
Kinda, yeah. Because that way the red laser will travel up, hit the green laser, It'll go out, hit these 2 shields.
Yeah, but it doesn't go
No,
out
no, no. It's
sideways,
gonna
it
come
just goes
down from the
straight
top.
through.
The purple laser is gonna come down from the top. It's gonna split and hit both of these shields and go down into the door. And then
Let's try it.
it's
Wait.
gonna pass through the red one and turn red, and then go into the middle one in the door.
I'm
So
confused.
in the
How does it
current
split?
in the current position would look like this. Weird. Eh. I'm in freehand draw. That's
I'd probably move if I were you, Minty Chips. Because like
all
a
right. Let's
laser
try
might
this
come out
again.
and-
You.
That doesn't
This
make
one.
sense.
Purple. Here. To here. And green. Here. 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 And here. Here. Whoop. Here. And then technically that would also only work if this one was facing this way. Otherwise
Yeah, I
it just
didn't know
wouldn't
how to
bounce at all.
rotate it. Oh shit, but it doesn't go through the green one.
Wait, I'm confused. How did it go through the... Because the red laser went through the green one.
No, what?
When the red laser turned in... Like, you put the green one in front of the red laser, it didn't split it. It just turned it green.
But when it was purple, the red one did split it. It didn't go through. So this is so
So the purple laser is the only one that splits.
All right. You guys ready for the rules?
Yes.
All right. The statue can't be moved or rotated, but the crystals and statues each can. The statues reflect a single beam without changing color. The crystals change the beam color to their own color, red or green, and split it into 2 beams going at 90 degrees of their original direction.
Alright.
Does that make sense?
So we need to move.
Okay,
we
so the
need to
first time we
move-
moved a green in front of the red one, it was a lie.
yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yes, that is my bad. It should have split it off, so when the green one was here, it should have been shooting off in this direction and this direction.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is
Cool.
my bad.
That's just why I was
yes.
confused.
Yep. No,
So
that
what
is
we
100%
need to-
my fault.
What we need to do is move the green one here, right? And then... Oh no, because then it'll go in here and go left.
And I can say that you can solve this.
Yeah, we need the red one in front of here so that it splits off and goes into the door here. And then we can use the red laser, split it into a green laser. Like so.
There we go.
So let's get rid of these guys. So now, off this purple laser from here to here. Then we have red laser. So, and then green laser.
That unicorn's gonna get in the freaking way.
Oh. I was worried about that too. I'm not gonna lie.
And you can aim these, so with the statues, you can rotate them so that they either go laterally or horizontally. So if you rotate them correctly, you could change the current angle from where they are now to something like, let's say, why does it keep changing my color back? Could get them to do something like that. Or vice versa, to angle them inward so that they're pointing toward the middle of the room.
Right.
Okay, so if we spread them out and put them in, I think our light source needs to be down by the door so we can see what we're doing. Also, I think somebody just died.
I'm assuming
no.
Cinnamon Star is swimming either above or below the laser. Presumably above.
Because let's see, if we measure. Measure. Because. Alright, but how do we.
No.
So we'd need it to be like. Here.
No, why don't we just do? Why don't we just?
And you don't need to be precise, as long as you had it at an angle like this. That would also be fine.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, we can't do like that.
No.
I don't understand.
can't-
Can we just
What?
assume that we rotated it right? I feel like we have it.
Yeah.
So, no, because you can't rotate it evenly. It can either go horizontally, like this, at this angle, or vertically like this. So it can't go at like a partial angle like this. It has to be
Oh, only
at an angle
45
like this.
degrees.
Correct.
So
yeah,
then
which is
let's
why we
move-
need them like.
Let's move this one to like here, and then have it go.
And you
at
could also do a
the
cross,
middle
so you
line.
could do something like that angle to get it from the right toward the left side green square. Or you could do it at that angle, where it's coming from the right and hitting the right side.
Wait,
Yeah, but either way, we're gonna need to move everything forward.
Correct.
quick question. What's wrong with just having this? Like, oh,
Because that's we can't get them close enough.
just move it to like right. Um.
So if we put this guy
Put it,
here,
like right here.
Yep.
But can we do an angle like this? Or is that?
No, it's got to be like pretty much 45 degrees. So it's got to be like going diagonally like through from like corner to corner of the square.
Yeah. Well, how are we gonna do that?
Whoop.
Can we turn the
No, you
I guess
cannot
not.
turn the pony. You cannot move or turn the crystal pony. Only the statues and the crystals.
But can we like turn this so like the lasers are coming out of it?
So it's
You
going
can
up.
turn it, but it still will redirect it at a 90-degree angle, regardless of how you turn the crystal.
I see. Oh.
what do you think about moving those top statues all the way to the outside?
Yeah, and well, because even if they are all the way to the outside, let's say 45-degree angle's still gonna get us like there.
Well, we can have both lasers bouncing off the same shield. That's right where my cursor is now, this green arrow. And so have the one right above it go vertically downward and pop off at a 45. That'll hit the left keyhole.
Oh, let's try it.
I don't know. That seems like it could work.
Yeah. It seems legit.
All right, let me know when you're ready for me to update lasers.
Someone's in the line of fire, but I think this
No!
configuration might do something. Let's see how it plays out.
So, and then, so, because there is a little bit of wiggle room, because it's not super clear on the rotations of the soldiers, just let me know if this is not right. Wanting to bounce this one down like so, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then, it will then go at a 45 degree there. That's good. Then, laser will go here, here. And this one is also a 45-degree angle, not straight down. The left side statue.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Ow, stop. Okay, that time I just pressed wrong.
They both go to the same spot. Damn.
What if we moved this one? Hold on. What if
What if we took the setup that we have up at the top and we move all of it down and to like the side where like this, like closer to where like this is, but then we take but then we take this extra guy and have him up pointing this purple laser down at an angle. So we just shift the whole thing over and then make it come out. So it's a 90-degree angle from that, but the red goes straight to the door.
Give it a shot.
All right. Something I like would take this guy and we turn him so that he's shooting at an angle. How are we indicating where we want him to point? I think we're just like
make it
basing
look
him that
roughly
direction.
right, and then I'll ask you whether it's, straight down, the 45-degree angle.
I'll make
But it will have
this
to
guy.
bounce, so it's like it's being redirected. You can't like shoot him in the back and then be like, and then it goes in, or this way.
Yeah, well, this is like, so technically to bounce at that angle, he'd have to be like, I don't know, like this.
Yeah.
And
You
then
could
go
either use that
this
to
way.
bounce it down, or this way, or this way.
Well, no, because it'd be that way.
Okay.
Because then that bounces up there, and then it comes off at a 90-degree angle, which comes down here. You know, line. Make lines. Let's see. It's like that's like a pretty much nice. So I need to move it
45.
down a little bit. And then we take it and we put this crystal like up there. And then we move a room. Get real cozy, guys.
There is not sufficient space to put the statue to the left, to this one here where you have it.
All right, I hate to leave in the middle, but I've got some errands to run, and it's starting to rain here. So,
All right. Do we just
Good
want to
luck,
wrap
guys.
up and y'all can to puzzle over this for a bit until we get to next time? Because we are at just about an hour and a half.
That sounds
I'm
good
good
to
with
me.
that.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Well then, let's go ahead and wrap up like we always do real quick. And Rebecca, what has Cinnamon Star learned?
that it's very useful to shrink people, and as always, read things on the floor.
There you go. Always read the writing on the floor. as they say. What about Minty Chips? What has she learned?
That she has terrible rolls and is kind of useless most of the time.
That's not true.
I did nothing this playthrough.
You helped with the whole rope thing, getting around the toilet bowl of death.
Yeah, that having rope is useful.
There we go.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys would think of that, because that was like my first thought was like, oh, use a rope so you can't be swept away. But if you guys didn't think about it, it was going to be some hard swim rolls. So
Yeah,
I'm
well, I mean, I
glad.
was thinking rope, but I was like, yeah.
Yup. Alrighty. What about Caramel Kisses? What has she learned?
Caramel Kisses learned that she needs to replay the Talos principle to figure out these laser puzzles.
There you go. And if this ends up being like too much of a frustration next time, we can just skip it. But I don't know. I wanted some good old fashioned, dungeon puzzles in there somewhere.
I love it.
And then finally, what about Cinnamon Bubbles?
Cinnamon Bubbles learned that you can straight up execute these little cute Cthulhu chants like a boss.
There you go. All right, well, everybody, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Bye.